Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last videos, we discussed about simple interest and compound interest individually. So today in this video, we are going to see the relation between the simple interest and compound interest and how the questions will be asked from this relation, students. Okay, now when it comes to the relations, what happens is, we all know the interest and in first year, the interest and in first year in both SI and CI will be same, right? For the first year, the interest and in simple interest and compound interest will be same if my compound interest is also compounded annually. Am I correct or not? That means the first phase. For the first year or first half year, whatever the things which we calculate, generally the difference between simple interest and compound interest will be 0 for 1 year. 1 year. Okay. From where the difference starts for us? Means the difference starts from second year. For us, the difference starts from the second year. From the second year onwards, obviously there will be difference between the simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest and compound interest. Generally, tell me which interest will be more for us, whether it is simple interest or compound interest. Obviously, compound interest. So, our compound interest from second year onwards. From second year onwards. When it comes to first year, it will be same for both compound interest and simple interest. From second year onwards, my compound interest will be greater than simple interest. My compound interest will be greater than simple interest. When it comes to the first year, both are same. Both are same. There will be no difference. So, from the second year onwards, we will have questions. We will have questions from the second year. How the relations will be there and how the problem. I mean, what is the relation between our CA and SI from the second year? From the second year. Okay, generally, we will have a direct formula for difference between CA and SI for 2 years and for 3 years. Okay, we will try to observe those two formulas now. Now, first of all, see here, what will be the difference between the CA and SI for 2 years? For 2 years, what will be the difference between CA and SI for 2 years? Generally, what is the formula? Based on the formula, we will try to learn, and then later we will see it in the basic concepts. By the means, from the basic knowledge, how we are going to solve that one by using our general, effective percentage or percentage technique, we will see that one. Okay, for 2 years, what is compound interest, students? P into, 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of 2 minus 1 for compound interest. For compound interest, this is the compound interest for 2 years. This is amount and this is interest minus P. So, I have taken P common out. Okay, now what will be the simple interest for 2 years? P into time period is 2 and R is R for time being. I will take this will become what, students? 2PR by 100. The compound interest for 2 years is this one, and for the compound simple interest for 2 years is this one. Now, when you solve this one, what you will get? P into, expand this one, students, what happens to this one? A square plus B square plus 2AB minus 1. Okay, so now I will write the difference between CA and SI for 2 years. This is CI for me. Minus SI is what for me? 2PR by 100. Minus SI is what for us here? 2PR by 100. Now, when you substitute in this, when you substitute here, when I multiply this P inside, what it becomes? P plus PR square by 100 square plus 2PR by 100, right? Minus P, anyway, plus and minus, plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. Later also we can cancel it, no problem. Minus 2PR by 100. Minus 2PR by 100. Minus 2PR by 100 plus 2PR by 100 get cancels. PP get cancels. So that means the formula for difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years is equal to PR square by 100 square. PR square by 100 square. This is the formula for difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. For 2 years. PR square by 100 square. This one also few people will write this as difference is equal to P into R by 100 whole square. Difference is equal to P into R by 100 whole square. That means simply we will find the given value, substitute the given values in this formula and we will get the answer. This is one method, that is using the formula. Then how we will go it with the shortcut, sir? Please observe here, students. For example, if my principal is 7,000 rupees, okay, rate of interest is 10%. For 2 years, what will be my percentile? Tell me. In case of simple interest, 2 years. TR percentage, right? We have already solved. TR means what? Time period into rate of interest. That means what will be my SI in this case? 20% of P, right? 20% of P will be my simple interest. Now, when it comes to the compound interest, for 2 years, effective percentage you can take, right, students? See, it is up to you. You can use the formula of effective percent. That means the value was increased by 10% and 10% successively. So, what you will get effective percentage? 10 plus x plus y plus xy by 100. X plus y plus xy by 100. So, overall, this will become P. So, this will become what? 21% of P. That means the simple interest for 2 years is 20% of P and the compound interest for 2 years is 21% of P. Now, tell me what will be the difference here? 1% of P. Difference is what here, students? 1% of P. Difference is 1% of P. If difference is 1% of P, what will be the, what is 1% of 1000? 10 rupees. So, the difference will become what? 10 rupees. This is the general method. Why? Because for 2 years, we can find the simple interest quickly as well as compound interest also. Why? Because we know the effective percentage formula, x plus y plus xy by 100. If a value is changed for 2 times, here the principal will be increased by 10% and 10% successively. So, we can write this one in it. So, this is the general method and this is the formula. And this is the general method. Depending on the situation, sometimes we will use the formula, sometimes we will go with the general method and we will try to get the answer. So, this is the difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. Okay, understood? For 2 years, this is the difference. Now, if the time period is 3 years, see here, students, there will be only 2 types of questions in this area. One is difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years and the other one is difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years. Apart from this, we don't have any other methods. So, either we will get 2 years or 3 years. There will be little bit difference in the questions. We will try to mold that difference into our same difference. Okay, right? Now, we will see. For example, if the difference they given for us is time duration is 3 years. Then the formula for the difference, will be difference between CI and SI. For 3 years, how we solved previously the difference between simple interest and compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. Similarly, here also we have one more formula for it. The difference formula for 3 years is difference is equal to PR square by 100 square. See here, students, to maintain the similarity, I am converting this into the similar model. For 2 years, what it is? PR square by 100 square. PR square by 100 square into 300 plus R by 100. PR square by 100 square into 300 plus R by 100. This is the additional value which is add on to this previous formula. Previous formula is PR square by 100 square. Here the formula is PR square by 100 square into 300 plus R by 100. See, students, there are many multiple formulas. For our that one also, for this one also, you can observe one more formula. For difference between CSI and CI and SI for 2 years, there is one more formula. But what happens is, if you learn many formulas, it will confuse you in the examination hall. So, that is the reason we will go with only 2 formulas. There is one more formula in this case only, that is SI by CI is equal to 200 by 200 plus R. This is one more formula for 2 years. For 2 years, SI by CI is equal to 200 by 200 plus R. This is one more formula which we have. But here they were not even speaking about the SI and CI's difference. But we have one more formula, this one. If you want, you can observe this one also. The same way, how we derived this one was also derived in the similar manner. Okay, right, next one. Now, this is the formula for difference between compound interest and simple interest for 3 years. For example, if it is in the general case, sir, how we are going to tackle this one? similar method. How we have seen this one? If the rate of interest is some 10%, okay, right? What will be the simple interest? Tell me. For 3 years. For 3 years, what will be the simple interest? Tell me. 30% of principal. For 3 years, what will be the difference for us? 30% of principal. And similarly, in compound interest, the value was increased by 10%, 10% and 10%, right? Now, in case of 3 years, the best method is you will take the help of ratios. Okay. Every year it is increased by 10%, right? So, 10% means what it becomes? 1 by 10. So, what we will write? 10 and 11. Next 1 by 10. Second year 10 and 11. And third year 10 and 11. 10 and 11. So, overall this will become what for us here? 1000. And this will become 133.1. That means 100% became how much here for me? Tell me. Therefore, CI will become 33.1%, right? 33.1% of principal. Sir, how, sir? This is initial and this is final. Initial means principal, final means what? Amount. So, how much is more here? 331. So, if you want it in percentage, right? So, 331 by 1000, what it becomes? 33.1% of principal. See students, those who have not watched our previous video, compound interest, please do watch it once so that you will get why I have written here 33.1% directly. Okay. So, what is the difference you will get here from here to here? 3.1% of principal. 3.1% of principal. If you go with the general method or the process, this is the way, and if you go with the formulas, this is the formula for it. So, see students, definitely you should remember both the things. Depending on the situation, sometimes we will use the formula and sometimes we will go with the basic procedure. Okay, understood? Now, we will see the next problems. Now, we will start solving the problems, students. Now, see here. If the compound interest on a certain sum of money for 2 years at 5% per annum be rupees 2419, what would be the simple interest on the same sum for 2 years at the same rate? For the same rate. Now, see here, they are asking us, if the compound interest on a certain sum of money for 2 years at 5% per annum be 2419. Okay. For 2 years, generally students, what will be my, what I can say, general process. We will go with the general process. For 2 years, what is my SI? 10% of principal, right? Why I am writing here 10%? TR. 2 into 5 what? 10%. Now, when it comes to compound interest, 5% plus 5% plus 5 into 5 by 100. XY. Okay, this will be this percentage of principal will be my compound interest. Am I correct? So, what happens to these students? 5 5s are 25, 25 4s are. So, this will become what overall for me? 10.25% of principal. 10.25% of principal. That means my simple interest will be 10% of principal and my compound interest will be 10.25% of principal. Is it correct or not? Yes, it is correct. Now, you have 10.25% and we need to find what? What would be the simple interest on the same sum for 2 years at the same rate? That means they are asking us 10% of principal. They given, what did they given for us? 10.25%. What is 10.25% they given for us? 2419. 2419 is 10.25% and they are asking us what? 10%. And they are asking us 10%. So, simply cross multiply, you will get the answer. Okay, so what it becomes, students? Please solve this one. Cross multiply 10 into 2419. See students, actually you should write here 10%. That is equal to 10.25 into some x. I should write here 10.25%. Anyway, percentage. So, here it is percentage means here you will get by 100, here you will get by 100. Anyway, it will get cancelled. So, I don't want to waste your time in doing those type of things. That is the reason I have written here directly. Okay, one thing is clear. Now, this is what? 10.25. 10.25 and here I have 2419. In 5 table, I will cancel. Let me cancel it. 5 2s are 5 2s 0.05. Please be careful, students. This is 2.05. 2.05 for us. Okay, 10% is 2419 and 10.25% is 2419 and what they are asking is this one. Okay. So, 0.25% we need to find. So, now simply solve it, students. So, 2 into 2419 is equal to 2.05. So, now in what table this will be get cancelled for us? 41 table. Please see here in 41 table, this will become what? 0.05. Or else, to avoid this confusion, what let us do here is, what I got here? 2.05, right? So can I write this as 200 into 2419 is equal to 205 into x. What I have done is I multiplied 100 to this one. So is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Now please see here, 540s are 541s are 540s are 541s are. Next in 41 table, 41 ones, 41 fives. 41 fives will become what? 205. 205. What I will be left here? 369. 369 means 9 times, right? 41 nines are 369. So x value will become what? 59 fours are 236 and 0. So that means what will be my 100% here? 2360. So the interest and my interest and in case of simple interest will be what? 2360. See students, with the basic idea, but we should be little bit quick while calculating the things. Simple interest, TR percentage, 2 into 5, 10% of principal is my simple interest. If it is compound interest, effectively increased, successively increased by 5% and 5, overall it will come sum up to what? 10.25%. If 10.25% is something 2419, what is 10%? Up to here, the logic is done and we are done. The only thing left for us here is just a calculation part. Okay, just the calculation part is left for us. If you know the concept very quickly and easily. See students, I am telling again and again, if the case is effective percentage for compound interest and simple interest case for 2 years means always go with the effective percentage only to find the compound interest so that you will get the answers quickly. And as I have already told you, we have one more formula for the relation between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. What is that formula students? Just now I have written SI by CI is equal to 200 by 200 plus R. 200 by 200 plus R. Now substitute in this SI, we don't know, we need to find that one. Compound interest, they are given for us 2419. That is equal to 200 by, what is the rate of interest? 205. 200 by 205. So 540s are, 541s are, similarly 41 ones are, 41, 59 times, right? Yes. So simple interest will become what? 59 into 40. Anyway, you will get the same answer, but what happens here is, you cannot remember many formulas. So that is the reason, if you remember it, well and good. If not, go with the standard procedure. If you remember the formula, that means why? Because why I am telling this, both the methods means students, when you sit in the examination hall, definitely at that time, keeping the pressure in control and to remember all these formulas, it will be a huge task. Why? Because like this, you need to remember some 50 to 100. Okay, you will learn the formulas and at the same time, try to learn the procedure also. If you remember the formula, well and good. If not, at least by using the procedure, you will get the answer. Okay, right? The next question. The simple interest on a certain sum for 2 years is 50 and the compound interest is rupees 55. Find the rate of interest per annum and the sum. Okay, simple interest for 2 years is what? 50 rupees. And we know one more thing. The simple interest remains constant throughout the duration. For 2 years, if it is 50 rupees, what about for 1 year, students? For 2 years, it is 50, right? That means for 1 year, that means simple interest. In first year, how much I will get here? 25. And for the second year also, how much I will get? 25. Equally, right? 50 is divided into 2 parts. Now, when it comes to compound interest, for the first year, both simple interest and compound interest are same, as I have already told you. That means what you will get here? 25 compound. But for 2 years, what is the compound interest they are given for us here? For 2 years, the compound interest given was 55. So, for the second year, how much it will become? 55 minus 25. That means, for the second year, the interest earned here is how much? 30 rupees. The interest earned here is how much? 30 rupees. Now, what is the difference between the first year interest and second year interest here, students? What is the difference between the first year interest and second year interest? 5 rupees, right? Now, tell me from where this 5 rupees was collected. From where this 5 rupees was collected means this 5 rupees was the interest of the previous interest. Okay. So, 5 rupees is what percentage of 25? Tell me. 5 rupees is what percentage of 25? So, 5 by 25 into 100. 5 ones, 5 fives, 5 ones, 5 20s. So that is what? 20%. So here the rate of interest is what for us? 20%. Rate of interest is 20%. So 2 options are deleted. Now I will be left with only 2. Now please observe here. Rate of interest, how much I got here? 20%. Okay sir, super good. If rate of interest is 20% and for the first year, this 20% will become what? 25, right? If 20% is 25, if 20% is 25, then for the first year interest and year is 25, right? 20% of principal is 25. Now tell me, what is 100%? Here into 5. So simply here also into 5. So 125 rupees. 125 rupees is the principal or the sum. Principal or the sum. So here our answer becomes 20% per annum and rupees 125. 20% per annum and rupees 125. Understood, students? We will use the logic of the simple interest and compound interest for the first year will be same. So here 25 rupees and 25 rupees both are same. And that means obviously for the second year, what is the interest and here 30 rupees. In this 30 rupees, students, 25 rupees will be interest on principal. Okay. Now what about that remaining 5 rupees? That remaining 5 rupees is the interest on the previous interest. Interest on the previous interest. So 5 by 25 into 100, which we will get here as 20%. 20%. This is the method. Or else, sir, we don't we can remember the formulas means SI by CI is equal to 200 by 200 plus R. 200 by 200 plus R. So SI is 50, CI is 55. That is equal to 200 by 200 plus R. Cross multiplied, you will get the answer. Now try to understand the relation how 50 can become 200. Tell me how 50 can become 200 into 4. Similarly, this one also multiplied with 4. What you will get? 55 into 4, 220. 55 into 4, 220. So R will become what? 20%. R becomes here 20%. Like that also you will get the answer. Okay. After getting R, as usual, same process. Okay. Right. Next one. On a certain sum of money, compound interest earned for 2 years is 5805 and the simple interest earned after 3 years is 8100. Find the principal amount if the rate of interest is same. Now see here, students, just to confuse you, the compound interest earned for 2 years is 5805, right? And the simple interest earned for 3 years is 8100. Sir, whether we should take it under 3 years category or 2 years category? Very simple, students. See, we cannot tell, we can tell, but it becomes little bit complicated for us to change the compound interest to the 2 years compound interest to a 3 years compound interest, right? It is difficult, but we can easily say if 3 years simple interest is something, you can easily say what it will be for 2 years, right? Very easily. Why? Because simple interest will be constant throughout the duration. So keeping that thing in our mind, actually this question is related to difference between, the relation of simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. For 2 years. Okay. Now please see here. For 3 years, what is the interest? 8100, right? So SI for 1 year. For 1 year, what it becomes, students? 8100 by 3. So this will become what for us? 2700. For 1 year, what is the interest earned in simple interest? 2700. Now SI for 2 years, what will be the simple interest for 2 years? 5400. 5400. And they given compound interest for 2 years. What is the compound interest for 2 years, students? 5805. 5805. So you have simple interest for 2 years and compound interest for 2 years. And as usual, this 5400 can be written as what? 2700 plus 2700. Just now we have solved, right? Just now we have solved. 2700 plus 2700. 50 and 55. We solved, right? 25 and 25 I have written. Half of that one. Similarly here also 27. And now what happens to this one, students? 2700. Okay, good. For the first year, both simple interest and compound interest will be same. What is the remaining thing left for me here? Tell me. 5805 minus 2700. 2700. What is the value I will get here, students? 3105, right? 3105. Earlier I have written 30. Previous example. Why? Because 55 minus 25, it will get 30 there. Here also similarly, the amount of, that means interest earned after 2 years is 5805. So that means in the second year, how much interest was earned? 3105. Okay. What is the difference here, students? What is the difference here? 405. So this 405 was earned by how? This 405 is the interest on the previous interest. So please find out 405 is what percentage of 2700. So that means 405 is what percentage of 2700 means 405 by 2700 into 100. 2700 into 100, two zeros get cancelled. Okay, if you are able to identify it, good. If not, go with the 3 table. 3 ones are, 3 zeros are, and 3 ones are, 3 threes are, and 5s are. 405, right? 135. And what you will get here? 9 times. Now at least you should get the idea. 9 ones, 9 15s. So the rate of interest here is how much? 15%. The rate of interest is here how much? 15%. But what they are asking us here, find the principal amount if the rate of interest is same. That means they are asking us the principal. They are asking us the principal. Now see here, rate of interest is how much? 15%. For 1 year, what is SI? 2700, right? That means 15% is equal to 2700. TR, right? TR percentage of principal. Time period is 1 year, rate of interest is 15%. That means 15% of principal is 2700. They are asking us about the 100% of principal. 100% of principal. Try to establish the relation from here to here. If you are able to get, it is really good. What it is? Into 180, right? 15 18s are 270. 15 18s are 270. So into 180. And similarly here also multiply it with 180. What you will get here? 18,000. Find the principal amount if the rate of interest is same. See here students, actually the rate of interest options was given. Okay, the principal amount will become what for us here? 18,000. 18,000. 18,000 will be the principal here. Principal here. Okay. 18,000 is the principal. Rate of interest is 15%, but principal here is 18,000. 18,000, right? Next one. What is the difference between compound interest, compounded annually, and simple interest for 2 years at a principal? See, directly we have the formula. What is the formula, students? Before starting the session itself, we have discussed the formula. What it is? Difference is equal to, for 2 years, P R by 100 whole square, or else PR square by 100 square. Whatever it may be, it will come to the same thing. Okay. P R by 100 whole square. They are asking us the difference between the compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. For 2 years. As usual, substitute in the formula. What is the principal they given for us? 3000. Rate of interest they given for us is 40% by 100 whole square. By 100 whole square. 0 get cancels. Okay. So what happens to this now? Tell me. 3000 into, okay, even though it is cancelable, don't cancel it unnecessarily. This will become what? 16 by 100. This becomes 16 by 100. So 2 zeros get cancelled. 16 threes are 48 and 0. So what will be the difference between simple interest and compound interest and simple interest for 2 years? 480 rupees here. It will be 480 rupees. It will be 480 rupees. Understood? Okay. With this formula, you will get the answer very easily and effectively. Okay. Right. Next one. If the difference between CA and SA on a certain sum at 4% per annum for 2 years is 25, find the sum. What is the formula we have? Difference is equal to, simply substitute in the formula, P R by 100 whole square. So, they are asking us the sum, that means the principal. Then what happens to principal here? Tell me, students. What happens to the principal here? If I send this one to this side, it will come to the denominator. Okay. Anyway, sir, why we need to make it complicated? Make it simple. 25 is equal to P into, what is rate of interest? 4. 4 by 100 means what it becomes, students? 4 by 100 means it becomes 1 by 25 whole square. 1 by 25 whole square. So what happens to this one now? P is equal to 25 into 25 into 25. 25 is a 625. 625 into 25. What it becomes, students? It becomes 15,625. Solve this one. 625 into 25. Okay. 5 5s are 25. Right. Next to 2, it will become 2. Next to 1, it becomes what? 31. Right. Next it becomes what? 0, 5, 2, 1. So 5, 2, 6, 5, 1, 5, 6, 2, 5. So 1, 5, 6, 2, 5 will be our answer here. 1, 5, 6, 2, 5 will be our answer here. Okay, this is one method by with the help of the formula. Sir, I need to go it in the basic method. See, what is the rate of interest they given for me here? 4%, right? 4%. For 2 years, SI will become what? Tell me. 8%. 4%, 4 plus 4%. Or else TR percentage, 4 into 2. What it becomes? 8% of principal. Yes, sir. Next, when it comes to compound interest, what it becomes? 4 plus 4 plus 4 into 4 by 100. Am I correct? 4 plus 4 plus 4 into 4 by 100. Effective percentage of principal. Okay. What it becomes, students? 8 plus 16 by 100 means 0.16. That means 8.16% of principal. 8.16% of principal. Now the difference between these two is how much? 0.16%. This 0.16% is given as 25. This 0.16% is given as 25. Now they are asking us what is 100%. What is 100%? Cross multiply it, what you will get? 25 into 100 is equal to 0.16 into x. 0.16 into x. So now what happens to this one? 25,000. Sorry, 2,50,000 by 16 is equal to x. Is equal to x. You can solve it, ma. What is the divisibility rule of 16? If the last 4 digits are divisible by 16, or if the last 4 digits are zeros. Anyway, here last 4 digits are zeros, right? So it is cancelled. So 16 ones are 16, 1 times is how much? 16, I will be left with 90. 90 means 16, 5s are, okay, 80, I will be left with 100 now. 100 means 16 and 16 table, what you will get? Or else go with the 4 table. Okay, we will get the same thing. So, you will get 6 times, 2 times and 5 times. 2 times and 5 times. So, our answer here will become what? 15,625. 15,625. Either you can go in this method or in this method, but you should have idea for in the both the methods, students. Okay, right? The next one. Find the difference between CI and SA on rupees 16,000. Okay, at 5% per annum, 25% per annum, compounded half yearly for 1 year. Okay, see here, students. Compounded half yearly for 1 year. For 1 year. Now, we know what happens if we compound for half yearly. Rate of interest will become half. We have seen already while discussing about the compound interest concept. Rate of interest will become half. What happens to time difference? I mean time slots. What happens to the time slots? Time slots will be doubled. Why? Because 1 year contains 2 half years. 1 year contains 2 half years. So, this more or less the same formula for 2 years formula only. So, instead of 2 years, we can consider it as 2, what we can say, 2 time slots. Difference between SA and CI for 2 time slots. For 2 time slots will become what? The same formula. The same formula. Difference will become what? PR square by 100 square. PR square by 100 square. Okay, sir. Good. Super. Now, already I told you, if the time slot, I mean time period increases by double, rate of interest will become what? Half. So, now what will be my rate of interest in this case means? It will be 12.5%. This is the only change which you should keep in your mind, students. Why? Because, see, this one is similar to difference between SA and CA and SA for 2 years. But by seeing the word 1 year, don't get confused. Why? Because it is compounded half yearly. 2 time slots. So, rate of interest becomes half. Already we discussed while discussing the compound interest concept. Please do watch that one, students, so that you will have an idea. So, R is equal to what? 12.5%. So, the same thing. Principal is what? 16,000. Difference is equal to 16,000 into P R square by 100 square, or else can I write it as R by 100 whole square? Yes. So, that means 12.5 by 100 whole square. 12.5 by 100 whole square. So, now what happens to these students? 12.5 1 times, 12.5 times, 8 times. So, this will become what? 16,000 into 1 by 8 into 1 by 8 into 1 by 8. Okay, 1 by 8 into 1 by 8 into 1 by 8, cancel it. 8 ones are 8, 2000s are. Am I correct? Yes, it is correct. Next, whole square, right? Just not a cube, whole square for 2 years only. So, 8 ones are 8, 2s are is 16, I will be left with 40 means 50. So what will be the difference here? 250 rupees. 250 rupees is the difference. 250 rupees is the difference. Or else you can directly take SI will become what? TR percentage. 1 into 20. So directly this will become what? 25% of principal will be my SI. When it comes to compound interest, compounded half yearly means 12.5 plus 12.5 plus 12.5 into 12.5 by 100. 12.5 into 12.5 by 100. So this will become 8 times. So 12.5. Here this will become little bit complicated. Why? Because here you need to find 25 plus 12.5 by 8. 12.5 by 8. Or else directly you can say. Okay. Now please observe here students. 25% both are same. So what is the difference here? It becomes 12.5 by 8% of principal. 12.5 by 8% of principal. So as usual, what you can write this one as 12.5 by 8 whole by 100 into what is the principal here? 16,000. What is the principal here? 16,000. Please don't try to calculate this value and add it. Make it simple. Here simple interest is 25% of P. Here compound interest is 25 plus 12.5 by 8% of P. Right? So what is the difference between this one and this one? This 12.5 by 8%. So that is the thing I have written here directly. So now what happens to this one? 12.5 by 8 into 100 into 16,000 into 16,000. So as usually this will become 8 and 8, and when you cancel it, what you will get finally? 250. You will come to this logic only finally. Okay. If you remember the formula, good. If not, go with the process. It is up to you students. Next one. On a certain sum of money, the difference between the compound interest for a year payable half yearly and at the simple interest for a year is 180. What is the rate of interest in both the? If the rate of interest in both the cases is 10%, then the sum is. Okay students. See here students. What they are telling? The same thing. For 1 year they given. Similar to our previous case. Now rate of interest will become what for me? For 2 time slots it will become 10 by 2, it will become 5%. Now directly I can use the formula for difference. Difference between SI and CI for 2 years. Actually that is 2 time slots, but we will consider it as 2 years. So for 2 time slots, what is the rate of interest? It is becoming 5%. Okay. So the formula difference is equal to P into R by 100 whole square. P into R by 100 whole square. You will have one doubt, sir, for SI it is 10%. Why you are making it into half means? Actually students, this is for 1 year it is 10%, right? For a half year it will become how much? 5%. So I am making it into 2 half years. I am making it into 2 half years. That is the reason I am making it into 5%. Anyway, you will get the same answer. So the difference they given for us is 180, and principal we don't know what it is. So 5 by 100 whole square. 5 by 100 whole square. So now what happens to my principal students? Principal will become what? 180 into 5 ones 520, right? 5 ones 520s. So this will become what? 400. 20 square is 400. When it comes to this side, it will become what? Into 400. So 18 fours are what it becomes students? 72 and 3 zeros. So the sum here is 72,000. The sum here is 72,000. This is the best and easiest method to get the answer. Remember the formula and substitute it. If not, you know the standard procedure. 5%, 5%. SI will become what? SI, just I will write only SI and CA. SI becomes 10%. When it comes to compound interest, what it becomes? 5 plus 5 plus 5 into 5 by 100. So this will become what? 10.25%. So that means what you will get? 0.25%. Difference is 0. This is 180 and we need to find 100%. This you need to find 100%. This will become what? 72,000. If you solve it, you will get this one as 72,000. It is up to you, this one or this one. Okay. Next one. The difference between the compound interest and simple interest on a sum for 2 years at 20% per annum is 200. If the interest is compounded half yearly, then what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest for first year? For the first year they are asking us. They given us the difference between this one and that one for 200. Okay, for 2 years. So first of all, you find for that one, you will get the rate of interest. From the first one, please try to find the rate of interest and principal, and please try to see if the interest is compounded half yearly, then what is the difference between compound interest for 1 year? For 1 year they are asking us here. Okay, first of all, please find the rate of interest or the principal from the first case. 20%, right? 20%. So what you will write? Here difference is equal to P into R by 100 whole square. From here please try to find the P. From here please try to find the P. What you will get? Difference is how much? 200. Principal we need to find. Rate of interest is how much? 20%. So 20 by 100 it will become what? 1 by 5 whole square. So principal will become what for me here? 25 into 200. 25 twos are 50 and 2 zeros. So principal is how much I got here? 5000. Now I need to find the difference between simple interest and compound interest. If the interest is compounded half yearly for 1 year, as usual the principal remains the same. Now but what happens to my rate of interest? What happens to my rate of interest? I will make it into half. Why? What is the reason? Just to substitute in the formula. So 20 by 2 it will become what? 10%. So as usual I can apply the same formula. Difference is equal to P R by 100 whole square. So principal is what? Just now we calculated 5000. Rate of interest is 10 by 100. So it will become what? 1 by 10 whole square. 1 by 10 whole square. So that means 5000 into 1 by 100. So what is the difference you will get here? 50 rupees. 50 rupees is the difference we will get here. 50 rupees is the difference. See, by using the general standard procedure, we have the formula for difference between SI and CI for 2 years. From there we calculated our principal. And after calculating that, now what is our new question? If the interest is compounded half yearly, then what is the difference between compound and simple interest for 1 year? See, even though it is 1 year, how many half years? We will have 2 half years, right? That means now I am dividing my time frame into half yearly cases. So as usual, once again, rate of interest will become half and time slots becomes a double. So once again, I can use the same formula. You will have a doubt, sir, for 2 years you have used the same formula for 1 year also. Yes, this is 2 years and this is 1 year. But here it is 2 time slots, 1 and 1. And here it is also 2 time slots, half and half. So I can use the same formula here once again. But rate of interest will be changed. Definitely. Please keep this thing in your mind. Okay. Next one. If the difference between CI and SI on a certain sum at 4% for 3 years is rupees 608, find the sum. Before starting the session, in the beginning itself, we have learned the formula. What is the difference between CI and SI for 3 years? P R square by 100 square into 300 plus R by 100. 300 plus R by 100. See students, in books you will have different formulas. But what my suggestion is, please try to remember this one. What they used to give is P R square into R 300 PR plus something they will give. But it will be a lengthy process. Here P R square by 100 square, there also P R square by 100 square, both are same. And only the add-on thing is 300 plus R by 100. So please keep this thing here. Now they are asking us, they given us what it is, 608. So that means what? 608 is equal to principal. We need to find rate of interest is 4%, right? So P into R by 100 means 4 by 100 whole square. See, intentionally I am writing R square by 100 square in this manner. Okay. Now what happens to this one? 300 plus 4 by 100. Here the only thing is we will have little bit lengthier calculations. Nothing more than that. And everything remains the same. Okay. Now what happens to this students? P into 16 or else 4 ones, 425s. Okay. I will calculate it. So this will become what? 1 by 625. This will become what? 1 by 625 for us. 1 by 625 into 304 by 100. 304 by 100. This is equal to what? 608. This is equal to what? 608. So 304 1 times, 304 2 times. Be smart student by calculating this. Please don't cancel this 304 and 100. It will become complex. Instead of that, if you observe carefully, this 304 1 times and 304 2 times. So principal value will become what? 200 into 100 into 2. 200 into 625. So 625 2s are 1250. And 2 zeros. So what is the principal here for me? 125000. Principal is here for me 125000. Okay, the only thing is remember this formula. Enough. If not, you know the standard and the basic procedure. You should follow that one, but it will waste a lot of time. Next one, the difference between simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum for money for 3 years is 10% per annum is 15 point. Find the compound interest on the same sum for 12 years at the rate of 40% compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly. Okay. Now see here, find the compound interest on the same sum for 12 years at the rate of 40% compounded half yearly. They given us the difference, simple interest and compound interest. What is the difference? It is they given for us 15.50. For how many years? 3 years. 3 years. Okay, we should be little bit wise. I will tell you what will happen here for us. So we will have the formula. So that means what you will get 10% for 3 years, right? So what you will get here? SI, CI minus SI equal to P R square by 100 square into 300 plus R by 100. 300 plus R by 100. Okay, sir. Good. Super. Now substitute in this, you will get the P. Now if I substitute in this, I will get P. Now what happens to this C here? CA 15.50 is equal to R by 100 whole square means 1 by 10. So this will become P by 100 into 310 by 100 into 310 by 100. Okay. If I send this 100 to this side, it will become 1550 is equal to P into 310 by 100. P into 310 by 100. Okay. 0, 0 get cancelled, 31 ones, 31 5s. So principal will become what for me here? 500. Okay, you will get the principal and you know the formula how to find it for 12 years at the rate of 40% compounded half yearly. Sir, here the number of slots increases very suddenly. What happens? What will be the formula for me if I substitute? If I go with the formula, what will be? First I will get the amount. Amount formula is what? P into 1 plus R by 2 by 100 whole to the power of 2t. Why? Because compounded half yearly. Rate of interest will become half, time slots will become 2. Now what is the power I will get here, students? Sum for 12 years. What I will get here? 24. If I go with the formula, it will take a very lengthy, right? It becomes very lengthy and it will take us so much of time to get the answer. Then sir, how we need to find this one? How we need to find this one means the best method is please try to find it in the normal method. So for 3 years and they are asking for 12 years. Okay, difference between SI and CI for in the same sum for 12 years at the rate of 40% compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly. Now please find out what you will get here, students. 10% is what? 15.50. Difference. Difference is how much? This much. And the difference also will be increased in multiples, right? Okay, for example, if this is my just SI, if this is my simple interest, what I would have got for 1 year? What it will be amount to for 1 year? What is the interest I will get? 10% of 500 is 50. 10% of 500 is 50. Compound interest on the same sum for 12 years at the rate of 40%. Compounded half yearly. Okay. Okay, we will see. What it will be? 50. What it will be? 50. But for 1 year it is 50. For 12 years it will become how much? 600, right? For 12 years it becomes how much? 600. And for us here, what did they given for us? Approximately, they given it as 15.50 for 2 years. For 2 years. Now, how we will include it into this 18 years? So, basic problem, 3 options are deleted here. Why? Because simple interest will be amount for us what? 600. Simple interest will be amounting us to 600. Then what about the compound interest? Compound interest will be obviously more than the simple interest. So, our answer here becomes 812. So, our answer becomes 812. This is the best method to get the answer for this type of question, students. Okay, understood? Right? We will move to the next one. A person lend out a certain sum at simple interest and the same sum on compound interest at the certain rate of interest per annum. He noticed that the ratio between the difference of CA and SI in 3 years and 2 years is respectively 25:8. That means what he is telling, difference between CI and SI for 3 years. for 3 years by difference between CI and SI for 2 years. For 2 years. What he is telling us here is 25 by 8. The difference between CI and SI for 3 years and the difference between CI and SI for 2 years is what? 25 by 8. And what is the formula for difference between CI and SI for 3 years, students? Just now we have written. What it is? PR square by 100 square into 300 plus R by 100. 300 plus R by 100 by, what is the difference between CI and SI for 2 years? PR square by 100 square. PR square by 100 square. This is equal to what? 25 by 8. This is equal to what? 25 by 8. Now please observe here, PR square by 100, PR square by 100 square will get cancelled. So that means what I will get here at last? At last I will get 300 plus R by 100 is equal to what? 25 by 8. 300 plus R by 100 is equal to what? 25 by 8. Now cancel it. You will get the answer 25. 8 ones are 8. 12.5 times you can cancel it. Or else cross multiply 2400 plus 8R is equal to 2500. Okay. So 8R will become what for us here, students? 100. R will become what? 12.5 percentage. R will become what? 12.5 percentage. R becomes 12.5 percentage. Simply, I have written both the formulas, and PR square by 100 square and PR square by 100 square both will get cancelled, and I will get, this is my final answer. Understood? This is how you need to solve the questions which are related to both our SA and CA students. Very, very important. Okay. Why? Because the relation is very important for us. Always they are asking questions from this area. Now next, the difference between the components for 2 years and for 3 years is in the ratio of, similar one. Pause the video and try to get the answer. Pause the video and try to get the answer. Here we need to find the rate of interest. Just now we calculated. After cancelling, what we got, students? 300 plus R by 100. 300 plus R by 100 is equal to what? 23 by 7. 23 by 7. Cross multiplied, what you will get? 2100 plus 7R is equal to 2300. So 7R will become what for us here? 200. R will become 200 by 7. 200 by 7. What it becomes? 28 times will become what? 196. 28, 4 by 7 percentage. That is what? Only one option for us. 28.56 percentage. 28.56 percentage. Understood? See, students, how I have written this one means, please watch the previous problem. You will come to know why you have written this one directly. Okay? Right? The next one. In a bank, there is 100% increase to an amount in 8 years. Okay? It's simple interest. See here, in 8 years, it was increased by 100%. That means what is TR? Tell me. TR, it is becoming 100. TR percentage is what here? 100%. And time period they given for us is 8. So 8 into R is equal to what? 100. Percentage anyway it will get cancelled. No need to worry. So now tell me what will be the rate of interest here? 12.5. Rate of interest will be 12.5. Okay. Find the compound interest of rupees 8,000 at 2 years at the same rate of interest. From here I found out the rate of interest and simply substitute it for 2 years. For 2 years what it becomes? 12.5 means we know either you follow the ratio method or not. It is up to you. So it will become 1 by 8. So initial final it will become what? 8, 9 and once again 12.5 percentage. So 1 by 8. So 8 and 9. 8 8s are 64. 9 9s are 81. Okay. What is the difference here for me? Difference here is 17 parts. Difference here is 17 parts. According to the given question, 64 parts is equal to what? 64 parts is equal to 8,000. Initial, that is principal. This is principal is 64,000. And what will happen to my 17 parts? What will happen to my 17 parts? What you will get here, students? Into 8 and cross multiplied, you will get the answer. Assume it as some x. So 17 into 8,000 is equal to 64 into x. Okay. In 16 table, 16 5s are 0 0s are 16 4s are 4 1s 4 125. So x value will become what? 125 into 17. 125 into 17. What you are will get here, students? Multiplied 125 and 17. 125 7s are 700 plus 175, it will become 875, and this is 125. So 5, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. So the amount here is 2125 rupees. The amount here is, I mean the interest and here it will become what? 2125 rupees. The compound interest and here will become 2125 rupees. Right? This is how we need to solve the questions from simple interest and compound interest together. See here students, this is very, very important concept, this one. Why? Because here they will ask the questions which is combining both simple interest and compounds. If the examiner want to give only one question from the interest area, this is that question. These are the questions he may ask us. So please do some regular practice. Right? Thank you very much. We will see the installments concept in our next video. Thank you. Thank you very much.